We will announce this again, but per our open meetings law and for the state, every meeting must be live streamed. Currently, we are live streaming on YouTube and we will be recording the meeting as well. We will announce this again, but double checking, can we confirm, does everyone hear me right now? Yes, okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I hear you, Co-President Christy Angel.
Thank you so much. We'll give it one more minute and then we'll go ahead and start the session. Thank you guys so much. All righty. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We are still waiting for a few people to join the meeting. However, we do want to go ahead and move forward in the space of the meeting. This is recorded and it is live on YouTube. We do have interpretation for Spanish tonight. In addition, this meeting is an outreach meeting for the Divine Angels Wellness Program. And this is a program that is for, it creates a safe environment for younger youths from age 5 to 24 and their families. And they call it a safe haven of expression, highlighting freedom, self-care, self-expression, self-awareness, creativity, and adversity. With that being said, it's only a brief introduction. We do have Spanish interpretation. And at this point, I will call the meeting to order at 6:08 p.m. This is an outreach meeting for CCD75. In addition to Divine Wellness, we also will have CIDNY, who will help us with a few additional resources after Divine Wellness, in addition to housing. With that being said, I will pass the floor over to our Spanish interpreters, Juan and Karen. Either of you have the floor to give your instructions.
Sure. Buenas tardes, si desean interpretación simultánea en español, pueden marcar al número 347-966-4114. Luego ingrese su número de ID, que es 488-195-213 numeral. Por favor, recuerde mantener el micrófono de sus dispositivos en silencio para evitar ruido de fondo y así garantizar la calidad del sonido durante la interpretación. Gracias por su atención. También puse este mensaje en el chat. Muchas gracias. Buenas tardes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have our interpretation, we have our instructions. If there are any other questions, please do let us know within the chat. We will look back for that while we give our questions. You can ask them along the way, and we will have a QA along the way as well. So our first presenter is Miss Joy Williams. Joy, are you able to, I've made you a co-host, are you able to screen share?
Let's see. Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Guys, also know that this program is based in Brooklyn, but it is for all 5 boroughs. And we are working on adding this as a program for self-direction, where if you have a budget, you would also be able to use the programming. So at the end of the meeting, if you would give us your information, we can make sure that you have what you would need to have for self-direction with OPWDD. All right, Joy, let me know if you have what you need to go ahead. Also, members that are joined, we did send you the PDF so that you can follow along and that you have access to what Ms. Williams will be presenting tonight.
It's not letting me screen share.
Okay, one moment.
I don't know why. Let's see here.
I just made you a co-host again. Can you try? If not, I can screen share for you and help you along the way.
Okay, let me try one more time. Okay. Because it has like on the, it says it's in green, so I can screen share, but it's just not allowing me. I don't know. Is that going to be too much of an issue for you to try and do it? Oh,
Absolutely not.
was that you or me? That's you?
This is me. So just let me know how I can help you. And if this works,
Well, thank you.
You're more than welcome. And at this point, I will give the floor over to Ms. Joy Williams, who is a CEO and founder of Divine Angel Wellness Center in Brooklyn.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I appreciate that. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Joy Williams. I am the co-founder of Divine Angels Wellness Center. I'm really excited to be here with you guys tonight. If you guys can, hopefully everyone can see. I'm going to go through the brief description of who we are and what we do. We do have our programs in a couple of different schools, and we also have them in group homes. We were excited to hear that we could possibly get our programs with you guys and see if it will work for what the needs are of your children or your students. But for now, I'll go ahead and go through what we have so far. I'll just give you a brief update of who we are. So we do have 13 workshops, and what we do is we do educate young students on healthy habits, and we prepare them for independent living. And our workshops consist of a vision board, tree of life. We actually help young students go through courses of some counseling to see where they are in life, what they have going on, and we pretty much try to use some of our workshops to get to know them and help them break down whatever they have going on. A lot of it is emotional and social. And we decided to do these workshops because we see that it actually helps young students thrive in high schools and junior high schools and also elementary. Now, what I'll do is I'll go through everything since you have that up. I'll go ahead and, I guess, read. So Divine Angels Wellness Center creates a safe environment for the younger youth, ages 5 to 24, and their families to call home a safe haven of expression. I know you did already go over that. I'll just reiterate again. highlighting freedom of self-care, self-evaluation, self-awareness, creativity, and adversity. We strive to break the cycle of generational patterns and develop future entrepreneurs and community leaders. Divine Angels participants develop self-confidence, make ethical decisions, healthy life choices, and excel academically through our educational programs. Now, when we come in, we did find that a lot of the younger youth are very interested in their appearance. So Janine and I, she should also be on here too. She's the other co-founder. We come in and we notice that when we start off with a beauty science and a day of beauty, it actually helps the girls or the young men or whomever to gravitate towards us and actually open up. So, a lot of people don't really like a lot of, we evaluate the situation because some people don't like to be touched or they don't like to be really, I don't know, any attention on them. So sometimes we just kind of just let them, watch and see, and then eventually they'll come around. So when it comes to the beauty science, we come in and we start off with that. So we'll wash their hair, we'll massage their temple, we'll ask them what kind of hairstyle they would like, and we kind of just groom them and make them feel beautiful or make them feel, handsome, what have you. So I'll just let you guys see what we have here. So the objective is to practice presence and how you feel when you walk in the room. We build your capacity and give yourself permission to be in the process, take risk, and make mistakes and clarify. And the lesson is pretty much to provide basic skills on maintaining your hair, skin, and nails. And we have professionals who come in who are licensed. We also have insurance, obviously. We don't use any chemicals or anything like that. But some of the students want to actually be entrepreneurs and they want to become licensed hairstylists. And we have our other co-founder, she's actually licensed to teach, and she's also a licensed hair, skin, and nails. So we just educate the students on how to maintain their hair, how to feel beautiful and feel presentable. And we kind of start off that way. Our program is a 6-month program and we come in once a month. So we start off that way and we see that it actually helps the students kind of gravitate towards us and let us come in and, do the work because we're there for 6 months and we're building their confidence. We're making them self-aware of how they show up. What we noticed when we go to schools, I'll just throw it out there, Weston House. When we go to schools, the young women love this. So we first started off when we'll go in and it's like maybe 30 girls. And then while we're in there, all of the counselors and all of the social workers, they're like, okay, we need this program. So we'll go. The second time we came in, they gave us all 4 of the grades. So we had 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th grade, and they scheduled out some time for us to come in and perform these things. They did want to do one-offs, like for, what was it for? It was for, I forgot what month it was for. Was it Women's Month? I'm not sure what it was, but we came in and they asked us to do a day of beauty, but skincare. So we have 2 parts. So day of beauty 1 is for your hair, and day of beauty 2 is for your skin. And on either one of those days, you can also get your makeup done. And we give gift bags every class that we do, if it has to do with like hygiene, or if we're doing a segment on sex education. We'll come in and we'll give all these different gifts. It depends on whatever class it is. We'll just kind of labor it towards or cater towards whatever class we're doing. And then after that, we'll come in and we'll do the Tree of Life. So the Tree of Life is about self-awareness and healthy relationships. The Tree of Life helps you identify as an individual, knowing who you are is a part of self-love, and loving yourself is the best relationship you will ever have in life. So the lesson there is you're going to draw a tree and you're going to create a storyline behind your identity. So when we came into, I give another example of this, because Tree of Life is, you're like, what's Tree of Life? So basically we use this method to get the young women to connect, because the counselor called us and said, the girls are fighting. They're not getting along. They don't like each other. We need the 11th graders and the 12th graders to get along, or we need the 9th graders and the 10th graders to get along. So we came up with a method to the tree of life, what it does is it makes you recognize that, oh, we have more in common than we think we do. So when you go around and you talk about the root of who your family is, where your family comes from, what y'all eat growing up, what language did you speak in your home? They usually say, oh, we have that in common. I'm from Trinity, or, I'm so and so, and then they connect, and then boom, problem solved. And then they realize, okay, maybe we can be friends. So, there's a method to our madness. And it 9 out of 10, it works. And so after that, we'll come in and do a vision board. So while we got the girls getting along, and they're trusting us and they're letting us in, they start kind of participating in a way where, Janine and I are looking around like, oh my God, it's working, it's working. So we love that, it's a lot of eureka moments. So with the vision board, the objective is, it's a vision board. It's a collage of images, pictures, and affirmations of your dreams and desires, designed to serve as a source of inspiration and motivation. And in the lesson, we just gather a bunch of newspaper articles, magazines, clippings, and you paste it on construction paper. I know we all know what a vision board is, but believe it or not, if you guys would ever go onto our social media, you'll see the sequence of it and how it goes. It's a great little party we have for them. We bring all the materials in and they do a vision board, and it's exciting. We just did one a couple of weeks ago at the Boys and Girls Club in Brooklyn, and it was amazing. We had 10-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds, moms, dads, they're coming in and they're all doing vision boards and they're connecting with their children. And then the younger youth, they're just like excited. Arts and craft is always a way to bring people together. So it just gives them an idea of, okay, maybe this is my circumstance, but this is not really what I would like. I would like this, 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 and this. And we like to follow up 6 months later to see if they're working towards their goals. We'll move on. And then the journals are something that we always give out as a package deal. We give all of our students journals because we like to teach them about journaling, because obviously young people go through all of these ups and downs and emotions and changes in life and learning how to cope and things like that. So we actually have a person who is she's an artist, she's a poet, and she'll come in and she'll teach the young kids or the young adults about writing down your emotions and your feelings, and how this actually is a good way of self-expression. And if you want to share it, you don't. If you want to read over it again, you don't have to. You can put it away. But we always give out journals, and we really, really, really try to force people to, are encouraged to journal. And the objective is mindful relaxation. So the lesson is your journaling. It gives you a different perspective on life. It broadens your horizon, and it improves your writing skills. Let's see here. Then we have Pain by Anxiety. This is a huge, huge workshop. The Pain by Anxiety, we actually go out to different communities and we do this outside for the young students. We basically just have pre-drawn canvases, and we have paint, and we have your easel, and we let them take this home as well. And we usually try to connect the Painting by Anxiety by the book club that we have. We'll pick a book, and I'll give an example. In one of the group homes, and as you can tell, these programs are not just for group homes. It's also for students. It's also for high schools and junior high schools and elementaries. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but I'll give an example. At the group home, we have a book club. So we'll come in with a book for young women to read. And I like to read the book while they're painting, because it's a very calm, and then play really meditation music and calm music, because it kind of relaxes them. I don't know what everyone's relation to, or what everyone's I want to say experience on anxiety is. But if you know anything about anxiety, it gets you kind of out of your mind a little bit, and you kind of can't really breathe. You have heavy breathing in your chest, things like that. So we realized that painting actually calms that down. And there's a lot of kids nowadays with anxiety. unfortunately. I know when we was growing up, we never really had a name to it, and I won't go into that. I mean, I'm saying my age now. I'm 42. However, we didn't talk about anxiety, but now, but now it's the thing. So we realized this really calmed the students down. So the objective is emotional awareness, identifying and expressing your feelings while being creative and releasing anxiety. And in the lesson, you basically just utilize unique colors to express your feelings. So what I was saying before about the book, with the book, we were reading The Coldest Winter Ever with some of the high school kids, and we were reading it aloud, and it basically helps them to kind of like think about someone else's life other than their own. And then what we'll do is we'll say, okay, the main character in the book, these are pre-drawn canvases. This is the girl we're talking about. Let's paint her, and what do you think she would look like? How do you think, let's just think about her, and, just give them ideas like that. Sometimes you don't always have to do that, but we sometimes like to relate the book to the paintings. So, we'll see, we'll go past that. And then we have fitness and nutrition, and we also have yoga. So we have an instructor that comes in, and basically we have mats, we have yoga mats, and then we have an instructor come in and either stretch them or teach them how to stretch their bodies, or teach them about how to calm down and mindful relaxation and things like that. We'll have like a yoga session, and sometimes we'll just do like a workout session. And we give them t-shirts. We have our own t-shirts. We give all the girls, whomever's going to join, we give them t-shirts, and we also have yoga pants. Because I'll give an example. Sometimes we go to high schools and group homes, and they don't always have the appropriate clothes to wear. So we provide that, and we'll give them stretch pants, and we'll give them one of our t-shirts, and we'll give them a yoga mat. We have a bunch of colorful yoga mats. They can pick them out, and it's exciting. And then we also give a gift bag for that. We let them keep their t-shirts and their yoga pants, because our hope is that we're going to see them again, and we're going to do this again, because we like them to keep their yoga mat and then also take it home and possibly go in their living room and stretch. And we teach them how to kind of like sit still and be quiet and calm themselves, because like I was saying, like growing up, we never really had someone teach us how to have quiet time and to relax our minds. So the objective there is to maintain healthy habits through body movements such as stretching and breathing, which reduces feelings of anxiety and depression. So we'll move forward from that. Oh, and then that picture, that's actually that's us at Bethany House at one of the group homes. It's so funny. It's a mother and child group home. You see the little baby there in the center, little kids everywhere. So the kids are like joining, and these are all young moms. So all of these girls are like 16, and they're also from foster care. So, and they also have our t-shirts on, as you can see, and then the yoga mats that we get them, and then also the stretch pants. And then we have cosmetology. This part is the skincare part. So this is beauty science 2. So remember I talked about beauty science 1. That's when we come in and we wash their hair. We give them maybe like a braid or a ponytail or a blowout, whatever they would like. We like to keep it kind of simple, but they get so excited about these little simple things. So the cosmetology part is the skincare. So the objective there is to learn how to maintain and identify your skin type, which helps with appearances and boosts your confidence. So we're applying facials, and we're using face masks and moisturizers in a makeup tutorial. So we did something like this for Children's Center. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. That's kind of where young kids go when they're pulled from their homes. And so, we want to go in, we want to cheer them up, and we want to make sure that they have something to look forward to and feel beautiful and feel, cared for and loved and, just taken care of. So we like to love on them a little bit. They're very private, the Children's Center, though. There's like no pictures or anything because of the circumstance of what they just experienced. So when we went in there, we separated the young girls because we had elementary girls who love being pampered. We was like, whoa, look at them. They were ready. We put on, it was so cute because we gave them like little facial masks, and we come in and we have steamers as well. So this was great for them. They loved it. So we separated elementary, then we had junior high school, and then we had high school girls. Our girls above 16 or whatever. And so they just sat back and they got pampered. We massaged their skin, we washed their skin off. We had a little towel warmer, so it's like really warm. And of course, all of the counselors like, well, can we do it? We always get that because, as an older woman, we like facials. We like that. So, we teaching them at a young age how to take care of their hair, skin, and nails. And that was a great segment with them because they love the steamers and they love the mud mask. That's what we use. And then we do like a little, like a toner, like a spray serum, but all of it is like natural. It's all, we don't like to use anything with like chemicals and stuff in it like that. So everything is natural and they love it. They come out glowing. And then we also give a gift bag for that. That's like a cutesy little gift bag. That's like lip gloss, moisturizer. So whatever we use, we keep little plastic capsules, like little plastic containers, so we can give it to them so they can continue the same. And we tell them exactly what we use so they can continue the same routine on a daily basis. We give them lotions and like little smell good perfumes, cutesy things like that. And then we also have, sorry, I don't know, am I running out of time here? Am I going too fast or everybody's good? Okay, good. And then after that, we have financial literacy. That's more for our older crowd, but you'll be surprised. The young kids love it too because they love piggy banks and they love asking for $1. Or they like saying, oh, I found 25 cents. So we teach them how to kind of save and budget, and we learn like everyday skills on how to manage your money. So they love that. And that's a great class. And it depends on what the ages are, is how in depth we'll go in about money. And let's see here. Then we have job readiness. So this is moving more towards the third stage. I don't know if I explained this before, but we have 3 different stages. We have the self-confidence, and then we have self-awareness, and then we have leadership. So in this part, this is the leadership area. This is where we help young teens or young adults get ready for interviewing and jobs. So what we'll do is we'll give them a stipend or we'll give them a gift card and say, hey, I want to see what you would wear to an interview. What would you wear? So we give them, this is for our older crowd, obviously. This is for our 11th and 12th graders. They will go and maybe to go to Old Navy and get like a button-down shirt and some slacks. And then what we'll do is we'll do mock interviews and we'll have them interview each other. So that was great. We did one of those with a company we were working for that actually used Westinghouse High School, but it was a totally different nonprofit. It was for actual homeless kids. So our temporary house children, and we help them get jobs and teach them how to conduct themselves and how to do a resume and, how to go out there and have confidence. And, all of it kind of plays into it to each other when it comes to, your appearance and then your inner feelings about how you feel about yourself and then how you show up and then also how you speak. So we just teach them how to conduct themselves in a job interview. So that's actually very successful. And then we sometimes want to teach etiquette, right? So we have like an etiquette banquet lunch for the girls to come and sit down and, and kind of teach them how to be socially in different environments and how to conduct themselves. And we just do like a table setting and we monitor them and we, they show up and they dress, a certain way. And then it's almost like going to a fancy restaurant and how do you conduct yourself when you go out into the public? So that's always fun because, girls love that. It's like tea time. And then we have hygiene. So we have a registered RN nurse. She's actually here, Miss Shelley. That's her. She comes in and she conducts a class about a hygiene routine from young women and young males on how to like pretty much groom yourself, hygiene products, what to use, what not to use, what works best for you, how, about going to, the doctor and asking questions and not being afraid of your body because your body's going to do all kinds of things that you're gonna. It's like a sex education because we don't really go that far, but we do teach them about hygiene. And then we also give a nice gift bag with all type of hygiene products. We're talking about toothpaste, toothbrushes, sanitary napkins or sanitary things for young women, hygiene products, deodorant, things like that. And all of this comes about when we start realizing what the students need. I mean, what we do is we pretty much tap into when we were children and when we were young, and that's why we developed this. Because when Janine and I were young, we were 16 and we met in high school. And the high school that we went to, it created an environment for us to feel comfortable about talking about what was going on at home and things like that. So we kind of just pulled from that and we created this because it was a lot of questions that we had that we never got answered. So that's pretty much what we always ask volunteers, whoever come and work with us, is just to tap into when you were younger and what you needed, and then just, move from there. Because a lot of people like to feel far removed from things like this, especially if you're dealing with trauma. You kind of want to act as if you don't need any type of assistance because you've made it through your trauma. But we like to bring you back in and say, okay, since, believe it or not, this it's a lot of counseling even within yourself. And sometimes you kind of tap in and it's a little emotional, but we're here to help you get through it. But then we also have parenting classes. Now, these parenting classes are associated with some of the young moms. So we notice that a lot of the young moms have ACS cases. So what happens is we are associated with their social workers and their caseworkers, and they sometimes have to take our program in order to show that they're in good standing and they're doing the right things. And then, we try to help them get their kids back and we teach them healthy habits because if you know anything about group homes, a lot of them are waiting, or mother and child homes, they're all waiting for a placement in NYCHA. So they're all waiting for an apartment in NYCHA or, wherever, but they're waiting for their voucher. Most of them go to NYCHA though. And they need to learn how to live on their own because in group homes, the mother and child homes, they have babysitting. I have people looking out for their new children, their newborns and their little toddlers. But when you get in the NYCHA apartment, you're alone. So now you have to learn how to live with your child by yourself. And so these parenting classes, the objective here is to provide support and guidance by helping expected parents or parenting youth build strong, healthy bonds with their infants and toddlers that will lay the foundation for their social and emotional development. And the lesson there is just basic skills: healthy food, clean air, water, clothing, physical activity, sleep, creating a safe environment. Introduces the 5 of development stages of childhood: decision making, communication, problem solving, and appropriate disciplining. Um, let's see here. And then we also, some of our alumni who actually graduate, we just had something of them came and we taught everyone how to cook rice. She was like, she got a little plate, a little hot plate, and she taught girls, like, when I got in the home by myself, I had to cook for my child. So she taught everyone how to make rice and how simple it could be. So just giving the basic cooking skills, and the objective there is to provide techniques that are simple and help perform tasks that are related to preparation, basic skills: boiling, cutting, seasoning, cleanliness, and food safety. And then we also have a segment for, we do have a lot of women in tech who actually volunteer and come and like to teach and talk about this. Their objective is to build in problem solving, collaboration, and innovation. Provide.
I think we may have lost your audio. Joy?
She got disconnected, Chrissy.
All right, give us 1 second to fix this problem. Thank you guys so much.
She's back.
All right, Joy, I've made you a co-host again. I see that she's here, but I'm not sure that her audio is working. One moment.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I guess I got kicked off. Can you guys hear me? Eek.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I'll wrap it up, guys. I guess that was Jesus saying, okay, enough of you, Joy, you talk too much. But hopefully you guys have a good understanding of what we do. I'll just let you guys know that at the end we do have a ceremony because we like to applaud the young ladies. You know, we like to go visit them when they graduate. We like to go to their graduations, encourage them to go to college. And we have a great rate for our young ladies. All of them attend college. They always come back and tell us about it. So it's a beautiful thing. We do give them a certificate of completion and they love it. And that's it. Thank you guys for your time. If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer anything that I may have went too fast in a couple of these things. If you guys had any questions that you wrote down, I'm happy
Joy,
to answer.
I'll leave you off. Thank you so much for
Sure.
providing the information on this program. I know that it is Brooklyn based and you do offer spaces for anyone outside of Brooklyn with our 5 boroughs.
Sure.
I
Absolutely.
do know that you do have a level of Spanish interpretation that's
Mhm.
also attached with it. For our families, could you explain how maybe we move through you guys working with students with special needs? Actually, if you don't mind, could you answer my question secondary? I'd like to give the parent the first question. Miss Aisha Husband, you may unmute and ask your question.
Good evening. I was actually going in the same direction. Thank you.
Mhm.
With the question that Christy Angel was asking. And if you have plans to have it like an integrated sessions with
Mhm.
typically developing young girls and young people as well as neurodivergent young people. That was a
Absolutely.
question.
Mhm. Yes, absolutely. We actually work with some students in that capacity as well. What really helps them is the pain and by anxiety. They love that. You know, that gets them to, but we definitely we can go out to you or you guys can come to us. It totally depends on what the need is and what they would gravitate towards. I would suggest the painting by anxiety class. So yeah.
And I have one more question. I'm sorry. Is there an
Sure.
age limit? I
No. Mm-mm.
no. Okay.
No age limit. Nope. There's no age limit. Our target audience will be it's pretty much from 5 to 24, but we also get things like when we do like PTA meetings, some of the moms want to do it with their children and some of the dads want to do it with their daughters or their sons. So it's a variety. There's no cap here. It pretty much is open to all.
Okay. It sounds like a very interesting program, and I think I'll contact you regarding my
Yeah.
daughter and
Oh yeah.
see where it goes from there. And I live in Brooklyn, so when I
Oh
heard that,
good.
my eyes opened. I don't have to travel that far. So I
Of
appreciate
course.
it.
Of course, that would be great. You can give me your information and here, I'll put in the chat my information. Is that okay?
Okay.
Did you want me to do it like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Absolutely,
that's
yes,
fine.
yes.
Please do.
Sure.
And
I
while she's
appreciate that.
putting the information in the chat,
Oh.
I want to let you guys know coloring is a healthy way to relieve stress, and it
Mhm.
calms the brain and it helps your body. And this can improve sleep and fatigue while decreasing body aches, heart rate, respiration, feelings of depression, and anxiety. This is not just for your children. You can color too. It
Mhm.
relieves stress and anxiety on both sides of it. So they do cater to parents and children. Think of like Mommy and Me in a different way. And this is what they provide in different spaces for our children. We're additionally trying to move them into spaces of support within District 75, within My Sister's Keeper. And so if you have different fathers that are single parents or fathers that are doing a lot with their daughters, we would also ask you to encourage them to look into this programming and to work with District 75 as well, so that we can include our dads and our daughters, or our moms and our daughters and our families and our children to get additional resources that you may need. I'm going to stop screen sharing now. At this point, do we have any additional questions or comments from parents that may be in the chat? Ms. Williams has put her information for Angel Wellness Center into the chat. Additionally, if you have questions or concerns, you can always reach out to D75 Council at schools.nyc.gov. We always have resources and things that we can help you guys with additionally. I want to check in with our interpretation line. Do we have any questions, Juan or Karen, on the interpretation line? No? Okay.
No, I'm asking no, not yet.
Okay, thank you so much. Joy, do you have any additional information that you would like to provide? We did email everyone who registered the PDF from this meeting so that you have additional information. You may reach out to Ms. Williams or the council so that we can hook you up with the resources, because, you know, art and art therapy, it's really big for our children and for just children, period. And we want to make sure that they have access to different levels of vocation, whether it's for a job, whether it's for hygiene, whether it's for art or things of that nature. We want to make sure that our children do have access to those proponents. Do we have any other questions before we move on to our additional presenter? If not, we can always put a pin in it and come back in a moment after we allow Miss Lillette Lopez to speak. Lily is from the Manhattan and Brooklyn Outreach Specialist Space for New York City Connects. She's a part of CIDNY. Lily, are you available to take point for the meeting?
Yes. And you want me to speak in Spanish, or I could do both, right?
Yes, you can. Honestly, we have two people that will interpret in Spanish for you. So you
Okay.
can speak in English and
Awesome.
speak about CIDNY and the different resources that you additionally have to
Sure.
offer to our parents.
Of course. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Christy, for the introduction.
Lily,
Uh-huh.
could you pull your camera down so that your face is in frame?
Is it fine? Is it better like this?
It's just your lips. Pull it up a little bit. Up, 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 up. Yes, there we go.
Awesome. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Christy, for the introduction. As she stated, my name is Lily Lopez. I'm an outreach specialist for Night Connects at Sydney Center Independence for the Disabled. They manage different programs, but I'm going to be speaking about Night Connects only tonight. So what is Night Connects? Night Connects is a free of charge program that is throughout the 5 boroughs. It's free of charge, and we assist with different things. We assist with housing applications. I also wanted to be very transparent and say that we can guide people through the process, but we don't provide nor approve any assistance. So housing applications, we can assist you with the applying food stamps application, whether you need to certify or apply for the first time, Medicaid applications, Social Security applications. We also, if you're behind on rent, we can assist you completing the one-shot deal application, which is known as rent arrears. And And everything that you speak to a counselor is completely confidential. It doesn't impact anything. If you guys have a social worker in a hospital or somewhere else and you need to speak to us about HEAP, which it will open in October, you could still do so. If you need, let's say, resources, like I need resources within my area. I need food pantries. Where are the food pantries in my area? You can still call us for that. And then if the next month you need something else, like you decided to apply for housing, you could still call the counselor and we will gladly assist you. The program is in the 5 boroughs. And like I said, and it's free of charge. And we do work with any disability. It doesn't matter the age. We will not turn you down. And we also, if we cannot help you, we will tell you, okay, this is an organization. Like if Christy right now tells me, I'm being evicted from my apartment, what can I do? We will connect her with legal services. Organizations that will definitely try to advise you on what to do regarding an eviction. You have questions about medical equipment. We can also assist with that. Access right applications. With access right applications, there's a catch. You have to call the MTA first to request the application, as they are no longer allowing, it's been a few years, allowing people to get the application online. They mail the application, and when they mail the application to the person, they send a date of the assessment. So that application has to be completed before the assessment appointment. NICONEX is not taking walk-ins. We were taking walk-in before the pandemic. It's only with appointments. And you can call us if you want to schedule an appointment. And we'll gladly work with you. I'm putting my contact information in case you need to contact me for later. I put in my email, my cell phone number, my office number, and the NICONEX direct line. Now, when you call this number, you need to choose the borough of your choice and the language. If the counselor doesn't speak the language, we will use a language line. That's not an issue. Are any questions so far before I keep going?
How you doing? My name is Samantha.
Uh-huh.
President invited me. Thank you, Christy. You said that you help people find housing at any age.
No, we help people with the housing process. Like if you need to apply for housing, we can assist you. Now, if you would like to find an apartment, we also can provide you with a list of brokers, but we will not be able to call for you. You will have to call yourself, each broker, if that's your need. But if you need to apply for housing, we will gladly assist you with the application process.
Okay, and that goes with a disability. The person is disability.
No, it doesn't matter the disability.
Disabled.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't matter the disability for us to work with you. Now, if you're applying for Social Security and you stating that you have a disability, then you will need to prove it to them. But for us, the council law will ask you if you have a disability, but you don't need to submit documentation unless you're applying for Medicaid or Social Security. In housing, you need to submit documents. I also want to mention that for NYCHA applications, we will need that date of birth of the person and the Social Security, and that's not because we want it. It's NYCHA asking for this.
Yeah.
Lily, quick question, just to piggyback. You were speaking about medical equipment, etc. Are there any
yes.
boundaries to receiving medical equipment or adaptations in the home? And does self-direction with OPWDD affect the help that can be received with CID?
No, No, because it's totally separate. Like medical equipment, like for instance, what I'm referring to, I just had a case the other day, like this person needed a walker and didn't know what to do about it. So the counselor gave this person guidance on what to do, and the person told me that the doctor already started the process. Um, so the doctor just had to, do a prescription and send it to the insurance. So a lot of people don't know, like, the steps to take. It's not that we provide it, but if you need guidance on it, we'll gladly assist you, even if you have questions regarding home care and CD path. There's a difference between both. Whatever services that we provide, it doesn't impact you when what you're getting somewhere else, because we're not charging anyone for our services.
Is there an age range on who you serve?
No. We can work with children. Of course, we work with a parent because the child is a minor. But if a parent has a child that has autism, they could still call us. A senior can still call us. An adult, veterans. We work with any disability, doesn't matter the age.
And they don't need to be on a Medicaid waiver. They can just call you to just ask questions to
Correct.
find information.
Yeah, because we don't charge. Doesn't matter if they have Medicaid, unless they are needing services, medical services, that's another story, but for us, no.
Quick question. We do have a lot of parents who are either in NYCHA or wanting to get a home in NYCHA, et cetera. And I know that they have like accessibility people that help them out for children who have special needs, et cetera, or adults. Do you guys assist in helping people with the NYCHA application or moving through getting placed?
We do assist with the NYCHA applications. And that's what I was referring, because a lot of people, once you ask them for the date of birth or social security, they're like, I'm not giving it to you. But it's not us asking. If you want to apply for NYCHA, there is an application online, to my understanding, but you do need, they do ask for the name, social security, and date of birth in order to apply. And regarding transfers, we do provide guidance on how to transfer if the person live within NYCHA, and what to do.
Could you expound? I know that CIDNY does employment, food access, peer counseling, healthcare, youth services. There's like a lot of things that you do.
So these are different programs.
Yes.
If the person is looking for employment, then Night Connects will refer to the employment person. It's another program that we have in Sydney. I believe that they work with children that with youth who are out of school. They have workshops. So if that's what they need, we can gladly send it to the other program within Sydney.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Lily.
But Night Connects is basically, I call it like a one-stop shop. You can get everything at once without, unless you need legal services or food pantries, that's another story. But if they need to apply for food stamps, one-shot deals, benefits, that we can assist with ourselves. Employment, somebody that works with employment, then we will send it to the other program within Sydney.
Lily, can you explain, like, I can be honest, I know a lot of people who've had one-shot deals and things of that nature. How do you guys assist with the one-shot deals? And can you explain what a one-shot deal is in case we have parents who don't understand?
Sure. One-shot deal is for people who all rent. If you have fallen behind on your rent, there is this program called Rent Arrears, or known as a one-shot deal, that will pay for the rent. Now, there's a catch to this program, because if the person is on SSI, they might not be asked to pay. But if the person is on SSDI, Social Security, they would request for you to pay back. I know, cases that they have gotten up to like 8,000, 10,000 paid. But it's a long process and it's a tedious process as well, but the counselors will help you upload the documents, tell you what you need. And yeah, it's pretty much, that's what it is. It's like you behind on rent, you have the opportunity to apply for this program, and it's through HRA.
So with the HRA, you guys help people with SNAP?
Yes.
Okay, so we have SNAP, is it SNAP, Social Security, and other benefits that are government-based that you guys can help if someone says, I don't know what I'm doing, we can say, hey, go to CIDNY and they can.
NICE connects, and because I'm gonna send you all the documents. We have a referral form. I also put my contact information. Feel free to share it.
Okay.
So my program in particular, because I can only speak regarding this program in particular tonight, is we help with all of that. If Christy needs to apply for food stamps for the first time, then we could help her. If Christy needs to certify, we can also assist to certify for food stamps, or known as SNAP.
Lily, is there a difference when, like, my son is 18, he's about to be 19. Do you help parents differentiate between, like, we have people who our children go up to 22. Will you help people whose children are over 18, where it may be slightly different when they're an adult, to apply for these programs as well?
Yes, because there is a difference, like you stated. I believe that there are, I have, because I also go a lot on the field, parents that have told me, oh, my child is gonna just turn 18 and Social Security, or the doctor doesn't want to speak to me because they're 18. Yes, because it's considered like an adult already. So we need, if you're receiving Social Security or SNAP, you need to definitely call us so we can tell you what, the process, because it's gonna be the child getting that SSI, well, the adult now 18.
Okay, so we want to let everyone know that CIDNY means the Center for Independence for the Disabled in New York. So Lily, thank you for joining us. I don't want to cut you short. I do want to put that into the chat and ask if any parents or caregivers have additional questions for Lily and or the Divine Angels Wellness Center. The floor is yours now.
Thank you, Miss Lily.
No, you're welcome. And feel free to contact me directly. In the chat, I put my cell phone number. You can call me directly. If you call me, I will take your name, number, and make sure that you get a counselor assigned to help you. If you want to call NICE Connects directly, you can do so at the 844 number that is on the chat as well.
Thank you.
For New York City Connects, this means preschoolers and children coming into turning 5. We can anyone. Perfect. Thank you.
Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the disability. Like I said, is if we could still help you.
Do you help people find care coordinators or care managers as well with OPWDD?
Yeah, if that's what they need, because we're not a case, we don't do case management, but if the person needs case management, we will connect them with those resources. We'll tell you, Christy, okay, do we have 5 agencies that do what you are seeking for? And then Christy will choose from those, let's say 5. We won't tell her this is what, for this agency. No, we'll tell her, okay, we have 5 partners that do what you are seeking for.
Okay, perfect. So do we have any other questions for Miss Lily Lopez or Miss Joy Williams? Joy, I did want to ask, did you speak about the age range for your programming for Divine Wellness?
Yes, all ages can join. We do pretty much target from 5 years old to 24. And then also we work with the parents as well.
And I do want to say, Joy, you, as far as language interpretation, we're only on Spanish right now, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we're only on Spanish. So it is all 5 boroughs. you are able to reach out. The company is working on becoming a vendor in order to be a part of self-direction if your families have gone through the front door, where you would not have to pay out of pocket, but you would be able to use your budgets. Is there anything else question-wise? I do want to, I talk a lot, so I want to make sure that our parents are able to ask any additional questions that they may have for our children. Do we
Yes,
have
and we are vendors. We are vendors.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's how we're able to work in the schools, actually. We have to be.
Joy, do you guys work in like group homes and things of that nature as well, or is it
Yeah.
just schools?
Yeah.
You know.
We work in group homes. We actually just got a call today. We're going to be working in LGBTQ group homes in Brooklyn. Then we also work in the Children's Center, and we also have Bethany House, and it's a lot of them.
Is there a specific way that people should reach out to you if they're with group homes versus schools, or it's just the same information and then you'll reach out to people and let them know how to move forward?
Well, it's we can do individually. We also have a space at the Boys and Girls Center. So right now we have something each month on a Saturday. I think the next one that's coming up, we just had one last Saturday. So the next one that's coming up is in September. Then we have one in October. I guess I can email you guys the schedule for that as well. But yeah.
Well, I do want to say this, Joy, thank you for joining. Lily, thank you for joining. Lily is going to be coming back because we know that they have a workshop that has to do with advocacy for parents and for children and different things of that nature. So we want to make sure that we cover every base that we did not cover tonight to make sure that our parents know what these different resources are and the different spaces that are healing, especially when it comes to arts for our children. And, you know, as we work with our children, we're a part of them. So you're included with this, parents. If you go and we're talking about coloring and painting or mommy and me, you will also get something from it as you work with your children. And that's for the Divine Wellness Center. In regard to CIDNY, this is for special education resources. And they do have a lot of different resources and a lot of different spaces to help. Lily, would you be able to speak? I know what FSS, forgive me for not knowing the acronym name, when you need to have adaptations to your home and things of that.
Oh, yes, we can connect them with programs that assist with modification.
Can you speak more about the different types of modifications?
Well, if the person needs a ramp on their home to get in, or modifications on the home, whether, you know, making the house accessible. If the house had a step, but you cannot climb the steps and you need a ramp, there are programs. We don't have the funding for that, but there are programs within other organizations that we had refer people. It takes a while, like everything, you know, unfortunately. But there are programs available that, you know, that the person could apply to do a home modification.
Thank you so much. Well, you guys, we do have Lily Lopez's and Miss Joy Williams' information in the chat. This is being live streamed. It is also going to be on CCD75 Outreach Committee on YouTube. So you guys will be able to replay this, listen to whatever information you need. Additionally, always reach out to CCD75, which is D75 Council at schools.nyc.gov. We are here to connect you with our community-based organizations and spaces for you to have resources. I will check back in with our interpretation line. Do we have any additional questions from any parents on the line? Juan, Karen, do we have anything on your lines? No, nothing. All right. With that being said, I do not see anything further on this line, I do know that Miss Samantha Cousins does work in group homes. She is a champion of our children. And so we do want to make sure that she has access to different resources to continue to help out parents and families. And we do want to thank Miss Lily Lopez and Miss Joy Williams for being here from Divine Wellness. We will make sure to send you additional information so you guys can continue to keep in touch with both of these resources and both of these agencies. If we do not have additional questions, I would like to say thank you to both of our presenters. Thank you for your resources. Thank you for your time. We will make sure to give you the list of the people who have come to this meeting and who would like further information. And I just want to ask one more time if we do have any additional questions. If we do not, then I will resolve the floor and I will close out the meeting for today. But I will look into the chat just to see if I've missed anything. Let's see.
And I will send you the material. I share it, but I also gonna send you an electronic brochure and a referral form.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Now, guys, remember that we have programming and resources for our children for etiquette, cosmetology, for different things with socialization. If you need help with NYCHA, with resources, with anything that you may need for our children with District 75, you can definitely reach out to Lily Lopez with CIDNY. If it's something that's arts related, culturally related, getting your children into etiquette and different levels of socialization and inclusion, we would like to move you forward to the Divine Angel Wellness Center. With that being said, we do have Lily's information and Miss Williams' information in the chat. As I did say, if you do need additional information, D75 Council at schools.nyc.gov. And if there are no additional questions, at 7:10 p.m., I will release our interpreters and close the meeting out. And thank you for your time. I wish you guys a really great and excellent night. Please do email us. I understand that sometimes you might have forgotten a question. It doesn't matter. We will make sure that you're covered and you are given to the right person to move forward in your journey.
Thank you, everyone. And nice meeting everyone.
Very nice meeting
Thank you.
If there aren't
This is
any
great.
questions,
Thank
we
you.
are going to go ahead and adjourn the meeting. As I said on CCD75 Outreach on YouTube, you'll be able to watch this back for any additional information.
And thank you for the
guys.
information too.
You're
Take
welcome.
care.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Lily.